for the military, and that a few of us ate last year when the hurricane came through Houston.
Do you guys still drink Tang up there? I've got Bill Nelson here, and he says that's been taken off the menu. That's by the way before the time of you young people. We used to drink Tang. We got a young man right here. Hold on one second.
Can you play video games in space?
Can you play video games in space?
We can, in fact. And in fact, a few years ago when I was up here for 6 months, I had a video game that I used to play in my spare time. Unfortunately, we don't have much spare time. So we can. We have a lot of laptop computers, but for the most part, we stay real busy doing real work.
Tell us what kinds of experiments are you doing? Once you got the panel up, what kinds of other activities are you doing? Is it mostly just maintaining the craft, or are there certain experiments or projects that you're engaged in as well?
Well, sir, we have experiments already up here that we've been doing for many years, and we'll be able to double that with the addition of the solar array that our shuttle friends brought up. We do a lot of experiments on combustion, understanding materials, understanding how, we're guinea pigs, so understanding how people's bodies change in space, and all this is in preparation for long-duration missions to Moon and Mars. And the exciting thing about doing science up here is we really don't know what we don't know, and that gives you the greatest potential for learning. And we've had a lot of cases where people have set up experiments, and we've conducted them here on the space station only to find out that we've learned something new, something more about the fundamentals of the processes and the science. So it's a really great place to learn a lot.
Outstanding. Any of the young people have another question? This young man right here? Hold on one second.
Have you found any life forms or any plants out in space?
It's a good question. Any life forms out there other than you guys?
We did an experiment on this mission to take a swab or a sample of the surface of the EVA, the spacewalker's gloves, both before and after the spacewalk. And that was sort of a demonstration of the type of technology that we'll be able to use on the Moon and Mars for the same purpose, to try and see if we can determine what sort of bacteria or microorganisms are living in the various environments we're going to encounter. We unfortunately haven't really found anything here. I think we'll have much more success at finding new types of life and different structures when we go to places like Moon and Mars and moons of Titan and these other types of environments.
Excellent question. All right. We've got a young man back here.
What things did you have to study to be an astronaut?
All right, that's a good question. You guys are all extraordinarily trained. What if we've got some budding astronauts over here? What should they be doing? I'm assuming they better hit the books on science and math.
You got it just right. One of the beautiful things about getting to work here is you can study just about anything that you're really interested in. Science and math being a big part of it, but we have medical doctors, geologists, engineers, and physicists in the group here with us. So it's pretty much anything in the math and science field. We've got a couple of school teachers here with us, so studying education as well as the math and science. But there really is room up here for everybody. The important part, though, is to work really hard and do well in school. It'll make a difference in your future.
And what about fitness requirements these days? Some of us remember watching The Right Stuff, where, that's pretty impressive.
Well, Mr. President,
is there
fitness
a
requirements
particular?
are still.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
President, the fitness requirements are still there. Matter of fact, the International Space Station just recently incorporated a new fitness machine. It's a very, very fancy workout machine you see in a gym, but it's called the A-Red, and we can do a lot of good exercise on it, leg strength training for your legs as well as your upper body. So, particularly for the long duration folks, it's very important to maintain your muscles in good tone and help you readapt when you get back on planet Earth.
Excellent. Okay, there's a young lady back here had a question.
When you say you exercise, what do you do?
Well, we have a couple of different exercise machines up here. On the space shuttle we brought up, it looks like a bicycle that you would find in a gymnasium, so we can use that. And they have one here on the space station. And the other machine, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do squats. You can do curls. So we have a lot we can do. We also have a treadmill, so you can go ahead and run up here in space.
Okay, we got another question from a young man. Hold on.
Do you know how many stars there are in space?
Asking how many stars in space. I'll be interested in hearing the answer to this one.
Well, aboard the International Space Station, we can look down and see our beautiful planet Earth, and we can also look up and see the rest of the cosmos. And we can see that there are so many stars out there that it's very hard to count them all. And we can see that our Earth is a very small planet in such a big universe. And it's just really amazing because it gives us a deep perspective of that we have to really take good care of our own planet. And that our own planet is just a small place, and we have the whole rest of the universe to work together in an international sense and go explore this whole universe that's in front of us and all the discoveries that we'll make together. So maybe we'll someday be able to count how many stars that we have, because we're starting to go to the stars as human beings together. And that's what's really exciting about serving aboard the International Space Station and flying up and down on space shuttles, is that we're part of that great adventure. And we need you kids to study hard, because we can't do it all by ourselves. We really need you guys to work hard and do whatever you're supposed to do, and do it well, like Tony said, because there's a whole universe in front of us.
I had a quick question. Does weightlessness have an impact in terms of your ability to sleep?
Sir, we just arrived here just a few days ago, and it's taken a while getting used to. For me personally, missing a pillow. You're used to laying down on a mattress and having a place to rest your head, and